Hey guys, so when you see this video, it'll probably be way after the New Year's and stuff like that. But basically, I went to Niagara Falls after, like, during Valentine's Day, which was a Saturday, and then I went to the Mandarin buffet on Sunday, which was the next day, and then 2 days after, which is Tuesday, that is when it was the start of Chinese New Year, or the Lunar New Year as we call it. But anyways, I went there for Lunar New Year basically with my dad and my brother. But it was a huge mistake going there that week because it was also a family weekend. Like there was a family day holiday as well during that weekend. So Monday was basically a day off for some people when it comes to work and stuff like that. But yeah, anyways, you guys will see this way later because I didn't feel comfortable filming because even though we had like a hotel room to go to in the Niagara Falls, I don't typically film with my brother and my dad in the same room because of privacy reasons and stuff like that. And normally they like to talk, and even if they agree to be silent in the background and stuff like that, the thing is my dad likes to fall asleep and he snores a lot, so at the end of the day, I don't really feel comfortable filming in front of them. So yeah, so it's normally like a private thing where I will like put myself in like the room in a room in the house that we're living in, and then basically from there film. So yeah, I'm not too sure if the worker accidentally undercharged me because she charged me $32 Canadian, but it seemed like most of the items were $8 to $10, so I'm not too sure what the pricing was for some of the stuff. So basically, they had like a makeshift table that was next to the wall, and they put all the stuff like in order, like stock of all the items for the New Year's. However, on the wall, like alongside the wall, they would have like the prices on it written down, like $10 each, $8 each, and so on and so forth. But it was kind of confusing because one of the things that my dad got me, so he did buy some stuff for me, but I bought most of the other things that you're about to see. There was like paper crafts, and then behind it there were ceramics, and I would assume that ceramics are more expensive than small paper crafts because they were really tiny ones, but it was labeled $10, so I was just confused at that point. So I don't know if the woman undercharged me when I grabbed all of my items because I did grab a lot. Unfortunately, I didn't know the prices entirely and I wasn't 100% sure. And it seemed like the workers didn't even know the prices too because for one of my items, they literally went to check at the table how much it was written down for, and then they came back. So yeah, I'm not too sure if she saw how much I actually got because I had so many things together. I guess the mistake was I was holding it in a pile and I put it on the table. I feel like she should have like picked it up by hand to see how much I had. So hopefully she didn't undercharge me, but it felt like she may have. So the first thing is these horses. I think they had three designs. There was two red ones. One of the red ones probably had some blue designs on it besides the eyes. But there was red and black. So I got these two. So this is the first one. I think this was around $10 or so. Everything was like $8 to $10 basically for the most part. Some stuff was cheaper, but yeah. It's kind of like not a super soft material except for the tail and like the plush parts, of course, but the body itself is kind of like this print and it's like this matte material, which is cute for like a keychain, I would say, like a display. It also has like this rope too that you can hang them on. And then I did get this blue one. So this one has like money and like good fortune stuff written on it. And then this one, it has the lucky koi fish, like the goldfish. I think it's koi. I might be wrong. Sometimes Chinese use koi fish as well, and then sometimes they use goldfish as well for luck. So yeah. So those are the two horses that I got. And then I did buy this special lion dance costume figure. Basically, it's a solar power figure, so I guess his movement is that he moves his mouth open and closed. But I really like the lion designs for like the Chinese New Year costumes. You always see them in the Lions Dance parades and stuff like that, and it's a symbol of good luck. So I decided to get this because I don't have a lot of merch that has like the lion dance designs, like patterns like that. So I bought these. I don't know where my other plastic wrap is because one of the plastic wraps I kept the phone charm part in it. I think these were one of the cheaper items, like $2-3 each. So it does have the plastic thing that you can hook onto it and put like in your phone case, and I guess it can act as like a phone charm, so you can hold your phone like so. But I took it off because I rather use these as like keychains themselves. So this one has like one butterfly on it, and they're super pretty. And this one has like a heart and a moon, and then the pink one, I think there were only those two designs when I was looking closely at it, but some of them may have been made a little bit differently with the beads and stuff. This one is pink. It just has like these bigger beads, and then more butterflies on it than the other one. So yeah, I bought these two because I thought they would be nice. I might put them with my dolls because I recently made a Lanzan and Wei Ying doll for Modal Zushi. But it's more of like a modern take custom. So yeah, but I thought the colors would match them well. There wasn't anything red though, so I guess pink will have to do for Wei Ying. And then I did buy these fans. Now they're really pretty. There was this design and then a pink design, a purplish pink design. I don't know if there was any more. There might have been a more greener one as well. However, I only bought two because I don't need this many fans, to be honest. But I thought they would be nice for some of the cosplays that I have for like Modao Zushi. And then I also have cosplays for Heaven Official's Blessing, so I thought it would be nice. So I bought this blue one. It reminds me of Lanzan because it's like super like nice hills and stuff like that, and then the plants and everything, and it is blue color. Here's what the handle looks like. It does have like a little tassel on it too. And then I did get this one. There wasn't anything that was actually red, so I got a purple one. The reason why it reminds me though of Wei Ying is because they did use like these type of boats too in the show and like also in the manhwa, so I thought it would be really pretty for like cosplays. And then this is the tassel for it. It is red color, so it's fairly nice. Just noticed this one doesn't have a bead. I'm not too sure if that was on purpose or if it does kind of look like it's on purpose because even the stick is different, like the handle is different. So maybe that's just the design for it. And then the rest is actually my dad bought it for me because he already saw that I bought all of this stuff, and then he was like, okay, I'll just get you these ones. So they had these two charms. They were $8 each, I believe. So you have this one with the gourd. It's just basically a fruit. I believe gourds are related to pumpkins, but they're actually seen as good luck. But every time I see them, they remind me of how if you watch like Chinese movies, especially if you see the older ones about like kung fu and stuff like that, this is actually like they preserve gourds and then they put wine in them, so it always reminds me of that. But they're actually a symbol of good luck as well for the new year, so that's why if you see a bunch of charms with these, it's because of that. Also, another fruit they like using is persimmons as well for good luck. Apparently it brings like good fortune and good luck. So yeah, this one I bought for my dolls because I think I can hook them up to them, but basically it's just a keychain for them. And there's a button, so you just loop it around and then you can loop it there. However, I quickly discovered when I was putting it on my dolls that I tried to hook them to the pants because none of the clothing that my dolls had were actually like with any holes or like chains on them that you can hook these straps to. So I was just hooking it to the pants basically. And then there's this good luck cat basically. I thought it was a bell because how hollow it looked in the packaging, but turns out it's just a hollow plastic, but that's okay. I think this is kind of a stainless steel metal or something that's painted gold, but it still looks really pretty. Sorry. And then the last thing that I got, it was kind of random. It doesn't really have anything to do with the New Year's, to be honest, because the New Year's are actually the year of the horse this year, but there was random paper crafts, and for some reason I wanted them because they looks like they put the models there for people to see how they look like built together, and they were so cute. And they're very stubby like this photo, so I was like, I gotta get it. So yeah, so my dad ended up buying me these three. I think they were $10 each or so, but yeah, anyways, they don't really have anything to do with like zodiac signs or whatnot, but there was an elephant. The reason why these two are open is because I actually made them already. They're sitting on the table. I just need to figure out where I want to put them because they have beads for the eyes. So, gonna have to figure that out. But I did make them. I decided to not do a video about making them though because as I was making them, it was taking forever and it took up so much space on my table that I was doing like outside in the commons area with the sofa. So yeah, it took me too long to figure it out. And the last one that I have is this panda. So I have the tiger, the elephant, and then I have this panda. I haven't made this one yet, that's why it's sealed, but I'm going to eventually. I just decided two was enough for that day, and then I was tired. So yeah, but it took me longer than I thought it would take, so that's why. But they're pretty fun. They do come with like glue inside, so that way you can glue them all together as you're making them, so that way they don't like break apart. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. I know by the time you guys see this, it won't be like the New Year's, like the special lunar New Year's days, but I just wanted to show you guys all that I got. Yeah, it was like I didn't want to film in the hotel room, so I was like, fine, I'll wait till I get back. But there's a lot of stuff, so I had to like keep track of like what I got so that way I could put it all in this video. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye!